Okay, so here we are in a little visit to sick bay. These are my 5 air sac mite babies that are having a little trouble getting through it. That would be from left to right, Cocoa, Emerald, Cloudy, Gray, and Vision. So what happened was these guys all had a bad enough case of air sac mites that when I treated them, they started to come down with pneumonia. Then I got them through the first treatment. The second treatment, they had the same response, only not as bad. So what I'm looking for is for me to be able to give them a one-day treatment with ivermectin and for them to tolerate it, because they have little or no air sac mites left in their bodies, so they're not going to get a secondary infection. I would say that of these birds, everyone but Cocoa and Gray had this from their parents. They're all pretty small, and air sac mites stunts growth, because if you can't get enough oxygen in there, you can't grow. So they're getting their third treatment with ivermectin today, and I fully expect that nothing will happen. They'll come out of this fine this time. And then I can throw them all back outside. Let's see. This is baby girl, Miss Typhoid Mary, and her new man. And they are getting along splendidly, and he's given her a new lease on life. We're talking about little gray-green there. She's probably about 3 months old now, and she's been deathly ill for the entire 6 weeks I've had her, because she came with coccidiosis and it almost took her out. She's on her second treatment because she relapsed. Her body is not strong, so it's not going to be easier for her to beat this. Today is supposed to be the last day of treatment, but I am going to wean her off of the meds, because the last time I took her off the meds, she just relapsed in like 3 days. So what I'm going to do is cut it down to half a dose for a few days, and then to a quarter of a dose for a few days, which is called a maintenance dose. Give her a week or two to build her body back up. The male in there, he is actually 2 years old, sitting next to a 3-month-old chick. He is tiny. He has lovely markings and stuff, and nice feather, but there is just nothing usable about him. So he will end up getting passed on. He'll make a great pet because he's actually a very calm, easygoing bird. But unfortunately, I stuck him in there after her first course of treatment because I thought she was cured, and then she got sick again, and now I can't take him out because he's going to, pick it up from her. So now he has to get treated again, even though it probably wasn't necessary. But, all I can do is the best I can do. Up here, I have a watch list. That is Phantom, Blue, Sparky, and Phantom's girl, Hyacinth. Hyacinth I put her in there originally just to keep Phantom company. I'll probably take her out because there's nothing wrong with her. Phantom has a bum leg. He's facing the wrong direction, so you can't see it. Let me see if I can get him to turn around. Oh, turn around, you goofy bird. Turn around. Turn around. He's not going to do it. He's got one leg. Let me see if I can get over here far enough to let you see it. Phantom, you're being so unhelpful. Turn around. Turn around. There you go. Okay, now you can see. He is not using one leg. I had a predator attack in the cage, and then discovered this about 24 hours later. So I think he probably got wounded in the panic. He has no external wound. There's no blood or anything like that. No broken skin. However, if he broke a bone, it is possible for them to get an internal infection, because if the bone is broken open inside or cracked enough to let his other bodily fluids leak into it, the minute you get body parts in there that are not supposed to be inside the bone, you get an internal infection. So he's on watch list because I'm going to see how he's going to handle this. As far as I can tell, it's not broken, but that's just me. Heck, for all I know, his hip's shattered. That goes beyond my ability to check. These two guys, we just had a cold snap, and both of them, I can hear them breathing. They're both still in good condition. I got plenty of body weight on them and the whole thing, but They're wheezing and they're sitting there fluffed up on the perch like they got a respiratory infection. So again, they're on the watch list. They may get over that in a day or two, coming inside and resting. But if not, they may need a course of antibiotics. And as I said, Hyacinth I brought in to keep Phantom company. But now that he's got the other two guys in here with him, I'll probably take her back out because I don't want her to have to get treated with medication that she doesn't need. So, that's sick bay. Hopefully these guys are going out in the next couple of days. I really, really hope that I'm going to see absolutely zero reaction to the ivermectin. This time they're going to be clear enough to turn back out and not have the breathing difficulties and such. Again, they were on antibiotics for 11 days after the ivermectin treatment because they could not breathe. So I read online that the mortality rate for birds with air sac mites is really high, and I would say it's because people aren't being told that they need to follow with antibiotics or the bird will succumb to a secondary infection. So, because I lost one bird in all of this, Frost. He had that will kind of explain why all the females rejected him for the last 8 months. I put him in with 4 or 5 different females and they all rejected him. So, and then he died. He just could not beat it. He had a really bad infestation. But all the rest of them are afloat. Okay, thanks.